Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Extreme Ghost Hunters. I'm Mark EHK.
And I'm Mark Dan.
Today we're in two different locations. We're here in St Ninian's Chapel in Glen Urquhart, and we're going in search of the Knights Templar. Now, as you know, the Knights Templar were a secret society that were active from 1119 to 1312. They existed initially to escort the pilgrims in the Holy Land, for protection.
Yeah. Massive following as well nowadays, haven't they? The Knights Templar, and what it's got this sort of like a realm of following a certain cult.
They've developed a cult-like status over the years now. They invented the banking system.
Yeah.
They weren't just like skilled warriors. They were like, they developed innovative financial techniques, which developed the first system of banking.
Yeah.
And they lived in the Temple of Solomon, whereupon it was in utmost secrecy. I mean, this organisation was so secret that it's debated to this day what their true purpose was.
And we also got not to forget that there were absolutely amazing fighting knights.
Oh yes, absolutely.
They're like the elite,
absolute skilled warriors,
top of the warriors,
skilled warriors. Yeah. And like I said, this organisation was shrouded in secrecy. They were said to hold enormous wealth and treasures, including the mythical Spear of Destiny, and indeed the Holy Grail.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get all the films like the Da Vinci Code. And
absolutely. Well, I mean, that was derived from them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Scotland, was welcomed the Knights Templars, because they were like banished from a lot of Europe.
Yeah, well, they were persecuted. They were hunted down by Prince Philip the Fourth of France, who he owed a huge debt to them.
Yeah,
he owed an enormous amount of money to them, and he figured that by wiping them out, he could kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Wiping his debt and taking their wealth.
Yeah.
But that never happened, and he died mysteriously. And legend has it that Jacques de Molloy, who was like burnt at the stake, cursed them while dying, cursed Philip and the then Pope, and they both died shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
So, and like you were saying, a lot of them fled to Switzerland. The majority of them did get away, because they were just mainly hunted down in France and England.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, though, a lot of them fled up here to Scotland.
Yeah, and there's a great story about Robert the Bruce, the Battle of Bannockburn. Because they were welcomed to Scotland, they reckon that when on the battlefields, 100 Knights Templars on horseback fought for the Scots against the English.
Yeah.
And it swayed the battle.
Yeah.
And they were repaying their gratitude for how Scotland has welcomed them.
Exactly.
So in that period of time, the Knights Templar were in Scotland prolifically and having a great time, and they loved this, and they retired here. There's burial tombs in mountains of Knights Templars, and this is what's the interesting bit about this Loch Ness, isn't it?
Yeah.
About Temple Pier.
Yeah.
They actually had the temple there was preferably bought 4th century. It was built St Ninian around that time.
Yeah, well, the reason we're here in St Ninian's Chapel is because a stone slab with a Celtic cross and Knights Templar was retrieved from that from that very site. It was first put in Coromony House and now it's been moved here.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a bit of an investigation and see what energy we can pick up.
Yeah. This is a rare bit of stone, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It almost looks like a sword carved into the stone.
Yeah.
And was it Knights Templar? Was it earlier? Was it done by Ninian? We don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to maybe find that out on this investigation.
Yeah, we're going to do a bit of investigating, the usual process, and see what we can pick up.
Yeah. Catch you soon.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so we're doing our first experiment here. We've got, like normal, we've got the GoPro and we've got Silas. So if anything happens, Silas will move. We've got the pressure indicator inside the box, which is like normal. And we've also got the bell again behind. So if there's any energy here in this church, any Knights Templar, any energy from the stone, you can actually do anything to this, what we've got laid out here.
yeah.
Throughout our experiments.
Any spirits of the temple, make your presence known.
Exactly. Any spirits, just make yourself known. And we're going to leave that running as we're going to do our normal experiments.
Yeah, usual dowsing rods. And,
Yeah.
Okay. Hear that?
That went off, didn't it?
Yes, it did. That's the pressure gauge. All right, so if there's any energy or spirits relating to the Knights Templar, okay, just move the rods. Yes, we've got a bit of movement.
Yeah.
Not much.
Okay. Was this more, we're in St. Ninian's Church. Are you the Saint? See, that's gone more with St. Ninian, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And he's pointing at the crucifix.
Yep.
Yeah? Is St. Ninian, are we on the right tracks with St. Ninian in this area? That normally points back, doesn't it? It's still pointing at the crucifix.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any Knights Templars as well? Any Knights Templars in here?
Yeah, here we go. We've got movement now. They're crossing.
They're crossing, aren't they?
They're crossing, yes.
They're going around.
That one's doing a 360.
The spirit, you delayed a little bit today. You actually know we're here now. Are you listening to what we're saying? Was this cross? Yes or no? If you move the rods, it means that yes, this came from the temple and it was produced, you carved it by the Knights Templar. So was this carved by the Knights Templars? That's
Yeah, it's moving.
Okay.
Yeah. So did it come from the original temple beside the loch of the Knights Templar, the stone slab which is in this chapel now?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. It's doing a 360.
That's gone right round.
Yes, it has. Yep.
So, and look at that.
Oh, yeah, propeller. Again, look at this.
That's gone round.
Yep.
So we're on the right tracks that this has come from.
Yep. This dates back to the initial temple.
The initial temple.
And there's no trace of that temple left now.
Yeah.
Not even, no ruins, no nothing. It's the original site. House sits there now.
Move the rods. Were you angry? Move the rods. Were you angry that chapel was actually knocked down? Look at that.
Oh.
And a road built over it. It's incredible, isn't it?
Do you feel that they desecrated your sacred site?
Gone straight.
Straight, yeah. Maybe didn't want to answer that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any more spirits here? Knights Templar?
Knights Templar or otherwise?
Other spirits here? Remember, we're right on the edge of where the body snatcher was as well. Oops.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Picking up something.
He's evil, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
We already did one. We never did the dowsing rods here, did we, Mark?
No.
About the body snatcher.
No, not here.
Not here. And the body snatchers, mort safe. They used to put them in their graveyard, didn't they?
Yep.
Inside here. So we're going to leave this. We're just going to do a final thing. So the body snatcher was here. We got the body snatcher.
What was his name? Alistair.
Look at that.
Alistair Campbell, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alistair Campbell.
Yep.
Alistair, because you helped build this church, didn't you, Alistair? You actually helped build this church. He's,
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to leave. Thank you for this. Okay, thank you. We'll leave this now, Mark.
Okay, all right. There's a dowsing rods experiment. Yeah, we've got activity, success.
Okay, so we're doing a temperature, a normal little circle around. Doing the temp. We got 18 degrees, 18.5 degrees, Mark.
Yep.
So that's about right. That's what the ambient temperature is outside.
Yeah, that's
18 degrees. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go nearer the stone. So we're going to go down here and actually onto the stone. Let's just touch the stone and see whether we get any difference in temperature. 17.2, 17.2 fluctuating. Can you make the temperature change more? I'm on the stone now. 16, so it's gone down.
wow. That's
It's gone down a few degrees. Can you make the temperature change? It's not steady. I'd have thought it'd been quite steady, but it keeps going from 16 up to 17. Let's just put it on the Knights Templar bit there.
Yep.
16, 17, and let's just walk. I'm just going to walk around away from there, and let's just see what we get.
Yep.
Let's just go off. Let's have a look. 16.2, 16, oops, 16.3, 16.1. Okay, so it's pretty hovering. No drastic changes, and that really was nothing major. Okay, okay, that's that done. We'll just do the compass. That's it.
Yes, it is.
You see that?
Yeah. That is.
You know, so we got it stationary, and
that is flickering.
that's flickering quite a lot. We got it on north.
Yep.
You see it vibrating a little bit.
Yep.
Let's just hopefully it settles a bit.
It's still not what it was
That's
at still not what it was at Boleskine House, but this is.
Can you move the compass? Can you make the needle move, your energy? Can you make it move? Remember, we've got the pressure box inside the canister by Silas. If you make that move, is there then any energy here? Especially you, Alistair. We've been getting a lot of energy and significant stuff from you. Alistair Campbell. Are you here? Okay, so we're not getting a...
No, it's
no movement on the compass.
Pretty still now. Okay, so we're on Temple. We're now on Temple Pier. Now, just over to the right there is the original location where the Templar Chapel once stood. Now, there's not a trace of it left now. It's a private residence now, which is there, and the remains of it, the ruins were they were existed in around 1756. So that's how old it is.
Yeah.
So there's just not a trace of it left.
And literally in the last 100 years, they built a new road, as you can just hear.
Yeah. The A82.
It's a Loch Ness road.
Yeah.
That basically runs right along the loch, and they basically, whatever ruins were there were demolished.
Yeah.
So there's nothing apart from that cross, which we've just been at St Ninian's. That was the last remaining thing that was there.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So how do you think we went? We picked up a bit of energy activity in the chapel.
Yeah. We picked the dowsing rods, which was good.
Yeah.
The dowsing rods were reacting to different things we were asking as well, which was nice. No temperature, a little bit of temperature, nothing major. We can have a look at Silas and the bell, see how that went. Yeah. Just at the view, just over there, by the way, Urquhart Castle.
The iconic landmark of Loch Ness.
Just
behind us here.
Literally, what a place to be.
Yeah. So it has to be said with the Knights Templar as well. When they were persecuted by King Philip, they were accused of all sorts, witchcraft, blasphemy, and worshipping the god Baphomet.
Yeah.
And so they were like demonized.
Yeah.
So that's happened to a lot of people in history. Notorious so-called figures. They say even Elizabeth Bathory was subject to that.
Yeah.
Because of her nobility and just out of sheer jealousy, these rivals wanted to take her wealth. So.
But it's been an experience tonight. I've always looked into the Knights Templar, been fascinated by them.
Oh, absolutely.
And saying for me, even being part of something that used to be here is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so,
So, there you have it, folks. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Extreme Ghost Hunters.
Take it easy.